Morning listeners, it's Friday morning and today we've got a very special guest because we haven't spoken to Amy for a while. Welcome Amy to the Daily Series.
Hey Maria, it's so good to hear your voice and to see your face, not that anyone else gets to see your beautiful face.
Same here, it's really good to catch up with you today. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, and I have to say congratulations on doing the Daily Series so far. It's been really great to have a pop of positivity in the morning when I've been dragging my body out of the warm bed into the cold and shuffling the 20 metres down the hallway to the kitchen table to work.
20 metres these days is a long way to go.
And my colleagues, they just meow at me and want cuddles and scratches. It's so different.
No HR policy there.
No HR policy there, yeah. Yeah, everyone's got their tail raised and I'm like, oof. Luckily it doesn't come through on work video conference call. Yes, so have you been doing much sewing?
I've done a wee bit of sewing, but from what I've seen of you on Instagram, you've done quite a bit.
I have. I actually think that I've been a lot more productive than normal. I worked out that I've made 2 pairs of pants, 2 tops, which is amazing because I make like 1 top a year at that. And I've finally started on my Jessica blazer in some beautiful cat print jacket that I got off AliExpress that arrived, I think, on my 2nd day of working from home.
That's pretty good.
Well, I've been kind of nervous about making it because there's 34 pieces. A lot of those pieces are interfacing. The front body piece has interfacing kind of on the upper chest, middle chest area, and the bottom part. And I've chosen to make it kind of tuxedo style. So my lapel and collar are kind of a delusted satin that I got from the fabric store.
Ooh.
Shout out to Katie for getting me the fabric. And I'm going to do silk lining, but I haven't decided whether it's going to be fire engine red or pale blue.
I think both of those colour choices are pretty good.
I'm kind of leaning towards the pale blue though, I think.
That's a bit conservative, don't you think?
It is a bit conservative, and Katie did help me pick the red. And I'm never known for being conservative in anything. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think their instructions are fantastic for this one, but there's like 35 pages of instructions as well as 34 pieces. Maybe it's only 33 because I'm not doing the patches on my elbows. Have you made anything super special that you want to brag about? I mean, they're all special.
Yeah, look, everything we make is special. And the fact that you've basically done 4 pieces and you're onto your 5th piece while we've been in this isolation work environment is fantastic.
I think I'm a little more productive than I normally am, but I suppose I'm closer to my fabric. I still don't do much during the week though, but...
No, it's still a work week.
And even though I turn off my laptop and I'm home from work, it's still, you need to do the exercise and you really have to keep up the routine. And I have been doing a lot more exercise, which has made me feel amazing.
Good. So you need to pat yourself on the back.
Oh, yeah. Many pats on the back and
many pats.
Many sore muscles.
Well, I did a list before we came on. Let me start from the beginning. So I've done my June commitment for Minerva. So it's a Style Art Catherine blouse using a viscose in a sky blue background and florals. I wore it on Sunday when we went for a walk, so it wasn't too cold and it was really good. Anyway, I love that. And earlier in the year, I went to Susan Calgi's classic French jacket class and I thought I took some Jocelyn Prowse fabric and instead of using calico for the toile, I used that. And then I turned up to the class and everyone's looking at me and I thought, okay, so while everyone was getting fitted with the toile, I cut it out in the calico. So I'm now finishing the Jocelyn Prowse print.
Oh,
yes.
That sounds very cool.
Yes, so there's that. And ASG's got a cozy sweater challenge for May. So I downloaded the jersey dress pattern by the fold and I'm going to have to dive into the stash fabric to find a knit for the jersey dress that they've got.
Have you got any nice merinos in the stash or anything?
I do, and they would be a good option.
Especially for Sydney winter.
Okay, I'll take that on board. I'll look for some merino that's in the stash. And then I can start on my other classic French jacket that I've got for my July commitment. So I'm kind of working ahead.
Whoa. Well, I suppose you'd need to with that planning.
Well, it's just that the classic French jackets, they've got a lot of hand stitching that you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Oh, so we're both doing, well, I don't want to say crazy intense jacket challenges, but we're doing fairly serious sewing at the moment.
Yes, we're into serious sewing. Isolated serious sewing.
I love it. I can't wait to see your Jocelyn Proust jacket and your other classic French jacket.
Look,
that sounds amazing.
I saw you cutting out your Jessica blazer, and
yes,
I know that you said that it was the wrong side where the pattern was on, but even that looked really good.
It is. Oh, it's utterly gorgeous. So, listeners, this is it's a cat printed jacket that I got from AliExpress, and I think it's a knockoff of a Valentino print. So there's a slightly grumpy looking orange striped kitty, and then there's flowers, and then there's an elegant bunny that you can see from about the chest up. It reminds me very much of the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
And it's definitely going to be a nighttime blazer. I'm not going to be able to trot off to court in this one. It's definitely not a serious jacket. Yes, so because it's black, the reverse side is white with black. And because it's jacquard, it's got that wonderful rainbow effect with the threads. And I cannot wait to wear this thing. I just hope I don't stuff it up. I'll be doing lots of hand stitching of seams before I sew them on the machine to make sure they're all good.
So listeners will have to have a look at your Instagram account, because I'm hoping that as you make it, you do little sneak peeks.
Oh, definitely. I think you're maybe the third person to request the photos as I go. So that will definitely happen. I'm hoping this evening to cut out my interfacing and the lining and the contrast. So I'm planning on getting some sewing done tomorrow. Here's hoping I will have even a shell that I can flounce around the house in.
Shell is good. Okay. Well, that's wonderful.
Yes. So I'm super excited. I've been talking about this jacket for 3 months. So it's good to finally actually get into the sewing part. And look, if anyone out there is nervous about making a jacket, I'll give you a few tips. One, it's just fabric. You can always replace fabric.
Okay, so it's just fabric. That's number one.
Number two, do a toile, just because fitting is everything. And three, you learn so much doing these projects. So don't say, oh, I'm only beginner to intermediate sewer, I can't do that. I'm like, you can, you just don't know the techniques. And if you have a good enough pattern, the instructions will tell you how to do those things. Okay. So don't be scared. Try the difficult pattern. Do the difficult thing. You might really enjoy it. And it might be really hard and you want to throw it in the corner and give up after a while, and that's good too.
And if you get stuck along the way, you'll always be able to do a shout out to your Instagram sewing buddies, and they will help you out.
Yes.
Always.
Oh, definitely. Instagram and our Spoolette groups are so good at giving you help. I wouldn't be the sewer I am today without help from all of my buddies, and that's the best thing. Because as we always get to in these conversations, just saying how awesome the sewing community is.
Yep. And sewing friends are the best friends.
Obviously.
So shall we leave it there for today?
We shall. Well, you have a great Friday.
You too, Amy. Hopefully you get your shell of a jacket ready by the end of today.
I hope so too.
And if not, tomorrow.
Yeah, if not tomorrow. And I'll be on my Making Marilyn Emulating Elle Instagram if anyone wants to follow on. And you can possibly see Maria's jacket sewing if she'll share as well on fellow sewers.
Yes.
Oh, the pressure. Well, I can just take the pressure. Maybe she'll give us a sneak peek on stories.
And for those of you who are doing Me Made May 2020, we'll be watching you too.
Yes, I have been wearing Me Made, but not photographing.
Yeah. All right then.
All right, bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Hi listeners, thanks again for joining us this week on Sew Organised Style podcast, and especially on the daily series. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Bye.